All right, well, welcome back to the iWealth podcast. Today we're talking about individual stocks and what the right approach is, because sometimes I get suckered in and need to buy something. So talk me back off the ledge, or maybe it's a good idea. I don't know. It's kind of like going to the casino.
Yeah.
So.
Well, telling somebody it's not a good idea to own stocks is not probably the right profession for me to be in. So it's probably okay to own stocks. You know, one of the things that we don't do a lot of in our office is make individual stock purchases. A lot of times we're dealing with people in their overall wealth plan and how that sets up for income taxes and their trusts and different things like that and retirement income planning. But when it comes to stocks, my personal philosophy is I own about a dozen, maybe 8 to 10 stocks that I use every single day. And I think when it comes to
and by use, you mean?
Yeah, so Starbucks.
Okay.
I drive a Ford pickup.
Yeah, I get it.
Snapchat, things like that. And I'm not saying go buy them at all. I'm not condoning it at all, those stocks, okay? I'm not making any recommendations on this. But I think it's important when you deal with your kids, or we went through this whole thing with the meme stocks last year, right? And what you should own or not own. I just think it's something that if it's something you're personal with, it's a brand or something that makes sense to you, that it's fine to own those stocks. But I'll tell you this, my retirement money are not individual stocks. I have professional managers that are taking care of that piece of it. But it is kind of fun to own some stocks once in a while and to be able to watch them. And I tend to be a buy and hold. There was one time where I had a stock that I loved that I sold, and then I bought it back $100 more expensive down the road. And so I tend to buy the stocks that I use, and then I just hang on to them. And for me, it's kind of fun. I'm just going to see what they end up being down the road, but my serious money is still tucked into IRAs and 401ks and all that other kind of stuff with professional managers. How about you? What about your stock picking?
Well, yeah, that usually doesn't go too well, but as a general rule of thumb. What's interesting about the individual stock thing is having the firsthand knowledge, which is kind of what you're teaching to, right? So you're saying this thing about Starbucks. Well, because you have firsthand knowledge, you go through and all of a sudden you have 10 bad experiences at Starbucks. Well, something else is happening in the background, you know, or all of a sudden, you know, you have your Ford truck and it's consistently not doing what it needs, you know, and then other people are having this experience. So it's interesting thinking about individual stocks where you have some firsthand knowledge as to what's actually happening in that company, or at least a vested interest in what's happening. I love that.
Yeah, one of the things that comes to mind when you say that is we happen to take a trip to Jamaica.
Yep.
And Snapchat, I just had gotten Snapchat. My kids have been on it forever. So we have this family Snapchat. And I'm watching these kids from Europe walk around the beach, and they're using Snapchat.
Yep.
Now, Snapchat still doesn't make any money. You know,
Yep.
so fundamentally, should you own it? I don't know. But to have fun, you know, we bought some Snapchat stock. So, you know, again, not condoning to go buy it or anything like that, but it's just one of those things that I like to pay attention to trends or things that I like, and then, you know, just put a little bit in and see.
Buy it. That's how I ended up with Apple a long time ago.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So when it comes to your kids and teaching them about the market, we've did podcasts about this before. I like setting up like a Roth IRA if they're working, and then let them buy 1 or 2, 3 stocks, but let them pick the stocks on what they like or what they want to use or something they're going to see or use every day on their phone. It's kind of cool that they're investing in it, and then teach them about dividends if it's paying and things going up or things going down, those kind of things.
Yeah, very cool. Well, thank you so much, and we'll go from there. We'll see you back here next time.
Thanks, man.